No, guys, but like in like serious matters now, nah,
Yeah.
Drip is facing liquidation.
Drip, 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 drip.
How do you
I
guys
am
feel about that?
shocked.
Honestly speaking,
But
I
not
went to
surprised.
Lekau's Twitter page, and Lekau is fine despite
Yeah,
the
he's living.
20 million liquidation. He's fine. And also, there's like new ranges that are coming out from Drip, you know? So, because na literally heli then I was like, oh, his probably must be going through a lot. Let me go and check. But I can check out and he shows up
He's
at
living the
work.
life.
No, not that he's living the life. He shows up at
Liquidated,
work.
is that the right word?
Last week's episode, how was it for you guys? How do you feel?
Can I let you go first? I'll tell you why.
Okay. It was a good episode.
Yeah, it was.
Like it was good. Like for the first time, I didn't have much to say. I just wanted to just listen. like, and like, iralang, you know?
Iralang,
yeah, it was
okay.
good. I had so much fun. Loved it.
So like I received constructive criticism from my mother yesterday.
Yeah.
And she told me that I looked very absent in that episode, unlike any other episodes that we've had. You know, and I kind of feel like the reason why for that is because you guys knew, but everybody at home they didn't. But I'm just really going through a lot, you know. So much is happening around me.
What is a lot?
A lot is I lost my nephew
Yeah.
soon after
Sure,
he
man.
was
Sorry.
born, and just before that I had to have surgery done. You know, so it just kind of felt like it was a lot happening at the same time, and I
Back
was
to
just
back.
the only one. But I really tried the best that I could. But then
Yeah.
also, what I enjoyed about last week's episode is that Ntato mentioned that he has a chemical in his pocket, and I asked him what chemical he's talking about. And then it was only after the show that he decided to show us what the chemical was.
Exactly. And my thing also is, what was he planning to do on the show with that?
He was actually supposed to show us the chemical on TV because
Exactly.
that is what we're expecting. I mean, he was early, right, with the team.
Yeah.
And when we drove in, we actually had to drive by KFC where they were and they were eating and stuff. I didn't know that the chemical was actually in his pocket. A piece like side breast, and I love side breast from KFC. Oh my god.
Can I tell you
And
that?
side breast from Rogo.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did you do that on the show? You said chemical. In my head, I'm like, okay, chemical sounds very serious. So no, it's fine. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But then outside, you take out a piece of side breast at KFC.
But my thing also, you know, I tried thinking what exactly, you know, was going to be his angle using it on that particular episode, because I was like, okay, fine, what's popping here? The whole entire piece of chicken in your pocket.
An entire side
And
breast.
obviously from a creative perspective, because he's a creative, I was just thinking,
It goes.
at what point was it going to come out and what was it going to do?
I have the answer for that. I have
Give
the
us the
answer for
answer.
that.
What's the answer?
You guys watch Youngins, right?
Yeah.
That side breast ke sefako. Because Sefako doesn't want to come out of the closet. So Lynn Tato
Who
and
says he
Aswan-
has to?
where?
Who
But-
said he has to? He doesn't have to.
That's
He doesn't
why,
owe anyone
so
an
it-
explanation also.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
are like, I am using the side breast with
Yeah.
reference to Sefako. Lo hore Sefako ha batla tswa in the closet.
But you're
So
making it a
Ntato le yena-
conversation.
No, Ntato le yena o khethile hore he's gonna keep the side breast in the closet and not take it out. And I'm not understanding that. Like, what's so
I
difficult
get
about
you,
that?
Yeah.
I get you. Anyway, holla. What's good? What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, welcome to episode 7. Big shout out.
We are there.
You guys are
The
moving.
consistent.
Consistent, innit?
7 weeks of nothing but stress.
My name is Joel Makivano. Obviously, Bumpita Abuti Wama 2K, the superstars are in the building. Introduce yourselves.
Of course, superstar. I see you wearing black
Listen.
with a touch of silver.
Listen.
You look good.
I had to
Oh, you
take
really
out
look
my
good.
boots as well. I was like, okay, they said fashion, they said drip. Let's go then.
I mean,
Let's do this.
Really?
I've
Was
been-
that the... Oh my God.
I've been practicing the pole, and since you're talking about boots, I'm also wearing boots. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this.
Holla.
Hi, everybody.
I don't know who taught him that.
Nobody saw that. Hello, everybody. I'm your guy, one and only boy, Denisha, the Levitator. I'm no longer wearing shades on the show because I've received several complaints from people where they said, "You look too good with shades. Just take them off. We want to see you as you are."
Hot nigga.
Which I supported as well.
Do you just call me nigga?
You
It's
hot.
true.
You know you're hot.
Never felt straight in my entire existence. Never felt straight.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Big Jess. Small you, Big Jess, forever and ever. Let's go.
It's true.
I can't believe that today when I was getting ready for the show,
Yeah.
mind you, you called me an hour before to tell me Lohor is actually at 11 and I thought we were shooting at 12.
Exactly my point.
But then I was
like,
looking at
okay,
myself
what's
in the
happening?
mirror getting dressed, and then when I put on this shirt and I looked at the complete outfit, I'm like, small you, big Jess.
It's
Like, that
true.
is such a
Ever and ever.
very catchy.
Yes.
All right, so since we're here and we're doing this, obviously, family tradition, we start this with an icebreaker. And today I just decided, Lohor, ke le batla le le sharp.
Yeah.
One, because today's icebreaker, I'm not going to ask you any questions. I'm not going to give you any options for you to choose from. I actually want to see how street smart you are.
Okay.
This is the 7th episode. We are almost close to 10 episodes.
Yeah.
And in gay years, 10 years is like a decade.
Isn't it-
Multiplied.
What's a decade? 100 years?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
What's 100 years? A century?
It might be that. It might be that.
Thing is, it has
And
numbers.
it's a pretty serious, not yet, to do
you were
the job.
saying?
So, I want to see how street smart you guys are. And I don't know if I should start with you or you, but I want you guys to hit me, right?
Yeah.
So, la jola mus.
Yeah.
And la jola.
Never.
Nagajul.
Kopa unshiwe kwa matlong or never happy.
Never. Me. I've never.
You are actually capable of murder. You are capable of murder. But yeah, you guys have been Tsala Jola, and now I can't partake in this one because I've never had to do it before. But I'm pretty sure you guys have. You especially have. I'm pretty sure you also have. But I want you guys to hit me with your best punchline. Sell yourselves to people. Show people how street smart you are. Show people how you are a go-getter. How you get what you want. You know, like sometimes you just walk and then you see this hun or you see this bra and then you just like, you know what? Actually see my life with you. So I'm just gonna go for it. So
But you're going to have to participate as well. Be fair.
of course, that's
Be fair.
fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
let's start that side.
No, honestly, I am not that person.
Okay, but
I have never shot my shot. I have never, ever in my life, because I'm a little coward.
do you know what's beautiful about this?
What?
Is that you had people shoot their shots at you. So
People don't talk
That's
to
what
me.
I'm
I've
also
said this
good-
before.
yeah.
Emanyana, so ujoti bang?
So how do you get your Mujala together then? Where do you meet your people?
It's just Tinder and
Yes,
Yes,
especially
sure.
And
on
it's just a
Tinder.
conversation.
On Tinder, my profile, I said, hit me with your best punchline. That was my intro on my bio. So, when hey, hi, how are you? I'm good. Let's
nobody
go out.
talks to me.
So you're on
period.
Tinder, you have no
I'm not on Tinder
inboxes.
now.
But when you were,
Yeah.
yeah, how did they, shoot their
It
shots?
was just general conversations. It was never are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Nothing like
There
that.
we go.
Yeah.
That's a punch. What the
That's a
hell?
punchline.
It's a punchline. What is it called?
Gosh.
No, I don't. No, sorry. I'm trying to have a friendlier face, though.
You're not helping. But are you from Tennessee because
You're the only 10 I see.
you're the only 10 I see?
Let's come to you.
Jordan.
Pick up line, when not
Pick up line.
Like today is a little bleach the eyebrows.
I like.
That's why I'm here because I tried to bleach my eyebrows because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come here with bleached eyebrows. It didn't work out. But believe it or not, I've never actually had to shoot my shot, right? And in my life,
But a
wait,
punchline that someone has used.
Pick up line.
a pickup line.
Pick up line, yeah.
Yes.
Man.
Danko.
I've never had to use it because even with the girlfriends that I've had before, it was a bit tricky there. I don't think
I can just imagine I would let her. Yeah,
yeah, Mara, like man, I can't reference, but like
It's trying to think.
I get a better is good master man since and
It's sure.
and then at the time because it was 2000 and something, I was like, what? Yes, the you know what, the bottle is overflowing. But I've never had to. I mean, if it was up to me and I had to, go to somebody to shoot my shot and there was a pickup line, I probably would just look at them.
I just be like, would you like to have breakfast in the morning?
At least you're saying something. You're just gonna look at them.
And I'm just gonna look at them.
Oh, not honestly, I don't even go. Hey, nagile gwala. Gwababa. Never.
But
Like-
what do you guys do then when you see someone that you like, someone that you
I don't ever want someone enough for me to go and talk to them.
Is it?
Really. My thing is,
guys, where do you
I'm,
live?
I'm a huge flirt, and I don't have to say much. I'm just grateful that my surname is Matlo because I know how to use my eyes.
So basically when our offense I see you.
From a distance,
I see you. It's true. Well,
I am so glad you're not a straight man.
I'm supposed to be. I was robbed. I'm supposed to be.
guys, for me, honestly speaking, I don't use pickup lines. I don't at all. Like, it's a straightforward conversation. If I like you, I like you. If I love you, I love you. If I want to do things with you, I want to do things with you. It's just a straight conversation.
So, Bashabaka, uyang faka no miyangkip.
I'd say that
The hell?
because I'm a straight talker.
Also, that was wild back in the days.
Nka go block her in person. O tlo ndrowela line fetsa or uzoyeka.
How,
For
mara?
ing.
Onyaka, thing is, onyaka maka. You want lies.
And a
The pickup
jobo.
lines,
Nakarata maka
always
shami.
lies.
That was crazy. Like
Yeah.
before social media and stuff, a person would just see you walking down the road and they decide, "Hore, I love you."
I never shapa di fleety I get when you walk. It's like Jovijo. The thing is, I can flate, but I kind of feel like it's going to be too harsh on the mic.
Can you?
One thing you touched on, which is about to get us in, you spoke
Yeah.
about social media, right? And, today's episode is all about entertainment. And obviously, on the entertainment industry, we've been seeing this whole entire week that Jackie Phamotse as well as Basitsana Kumalo and Romeo have been trending because Jackie Phamotse got 2 years of house arrest after he made a defamating
It's a
comment.
Jackie is a woman, man.
Jackie Phamotse
Is
is
a
a
man.
woman.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember
Woman.
there was a book that she wrote?
Bear?
Oh, Bear,
The
yeah.
hockey club.
So,
Ah.
Bear.
with the book, she was
Talo
actually...
and how shall I bear with me, I'll get there. See what I did there?
So yeah, that's how she actually rose to fame, right? With that particular book where she was exposing, I think it's, what do they call these clubs? Where rich men go there?
It was part of the book, The Hockey Club.
Yeah, the hockey clubs. And so that's how a lot of people got to actually know her.
But also, I got to be more exposed to her during COVID because she used
Yeah.
to go live a lot to interview different people, from different backgrounds. And that's how I got to know Jackie Phamotse. But right now, the conversation we're having is because she got 2 years of house arrest. And how much fine is it? 30,000?
Yeah, 30 grand.
30 grand.
But what is a house arrest?
House arrest. Yes.
Don't you know?
No, I know, but what I'm trying to understand is that, I mean, if you are house arrested, technically you're still free.
Are you though?
So I'm trying to understand, the
you
technicalities
So-
around.
you are grounded by rules, right?
By the
You are
law.
not
But-
free like somebody who's in jail. It's just the same as you in jail, only you're not at like a state prison, but you are like jailed in your own house. I'm not sure if you've watched Madea, but there's
But
this-
you can go
you're not
out.
no, you're not allowed to leave the perimeters of your yard.
exactly.
Ofella ko jara thing, there's this thing. If you step out, you go inside.
God damn, I see this thing.
Like
Exactly.
thing.
So that
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
it means that
They're
you are
able
like-
to monitor you.
you are comfortably imprisoned.
It makes sense.
Oh,
It
yes,
makes
South
sense.
Africa, that is not battery.
It's not a bit
Ning ning, system me offline.
Khonele plan. There will always be a loophole
Load
somehow.
shedding,
There will always be a loophole.
yeah.
But then also the reason why I want to have this
Yeah.
conversation is because for anybody who does not know, the comment that Jackie Phamotse made is that Romeo allegedly was sleeping with men.
I remember that story very well. It was trending, actually.
Yeah.
And allegedly, they involved Yola Caesars in the story as well. It was just crazy. I remember the story very well.
So that's the thing, right? And
Yeah.
also know Lohore, there is I'm not sure if it's a book, but there is a book, if I may
Yeah,
call
it's
it
a
a
book.
book, by Jackie Phamotse, where she said, I tweet what I,
Yes, I tweet what I like, something of that nature,
something
something
of that
along those
nature,
lines. Yes,
you know?
it's a book.
And with everything that's been happening with the case, going on trial and everything, we also got to be exposed to the fact that Jackie Phamotse was somewhat not really remorseful over what she said.
Yeah.
And this, obviously, the comment that she made is defamation of character, you know?
But also, she's never been remorseful. I mean, how many people did she expose? At some point, she was threatened because on the book that we're talking about as well, she was exposing a lot
A
of
lot.
powerful people
Yeah.
that actually go to the hockey club and
Is that probably the reason why there's a tweet I saw where someone was just saying like that whole house arrest and whatever is nonsense because how is it defamation of character if someone is just telling the truth?
So here's the thing.
So-
We can say it's the truth if there is concrete evidence brought forward. What did she bring forward except for the comment that she made?
Sometimes
Mhm.
you don't need evidence for certain things, and sometimes as a person you don't always need to defend certain things.
Absolutely.
If you know you're not doing something, I guess it's just did it just in J.
you know,
Jay.
and I just hate to break it to you guys. We live in a country where it is institutionalized, right?
Yeah.
And part of the things that you can't just say whatever you want to say. It might be true, right? But when it gets to the court and everywhere else, there needs to be something that is like
To
concrete
prove.
to prove.
To prove.
You know?
Sorry.
So like,
And also, why is she in their business like that? What does she do? Who is Jackie? What's on?
Jackie is
She's an author.
Okay.
A very controversial author, by the
Yeah,
way.
a
because-
controversial author who will say just about anything for the sake of it is true. You know, she will bring out just about anything to light. So if we're not bringing her in the darkness, I'm pretty sure she can be able to bring you back to light.
So she would also like tell people that I own SARS.
Yeah. As long as she is in your business, then definitely know that one day you're going to be exposed.
Absolutely. But then also, I mean, I've seen a lot of comments go around with this, ongoing case. Well, it's not ongoing anymore because she got 2 years of house arrest, which a lot of people are like, really? Is that the
You're
best
sending
you
her
guys
back
can
to
do?
work. She's gonna come out with another book. That's what
With
I
another
think.
book, that's my thing. Hence I'm saying.
I
Hence
wouldn't
my
be
first
surprised if
question.
it's titled During My House Arrest. And then we just got everything that is happening. But, it goes back to what you were saying. Ne? Lohore, sometimes you are the person who knows the truth, but unfortunately, you just don't have enough evidence to bring it out to the public in order for the court and everybody else to say, Lohore, that
Why?
is valid. Unfortunately, we live in a country where things have to be validated in order for them to be true. Because right now, we're listening to two sides of the story. One says this, the other one says that, right? But then at the end of the day, if we check what's happening, Basitsana Kumala and Romeo won the case. Because now Jackie Phamotse is under 2 years of house arrest and she also got fined.
But I have a question for you guys.
Me, I'd also fight.
How do you guys feel
If I'm
about
married
Yeah.
and my business comes out and I got caught, let's fight, baby. She's lying. I don't do that. Never. Defamation of character. Let's go.
And I love that. I really love that.
my question was, how do you guys feel about the house arrest? Honest opinion?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I never liked reading. And I'm still trying to get into the world of reading and like
Yeah.
sit down and read books and stuff. But Bear is the book that I've actually read most pages and I was very hooked to it. Because you have to keep me entertained in a way,
Yeah.
And with everything that's happening right now, right? I don't think house arrest is lenient enough, because this comment that was made is a very serious comment.
Very
I'm
true.
looking at two things. Is it true? Is it not true?
And if they won the case, it simply means that chances are it's
So
false.
it is house arrest, right? Okay. With house arrest, I would rather get house arrest than to actually go to an actual prison.
Nah.
And also, let me tell you, and also, Jackie Phamotse's lawyer said Jackie is a person who will not survive prison.
Yeah,
it's
those
part of
were
the
some of the comments that
Yes.
were made by the lawyer.
Yes, so it's part of the reason why she got the house arrest because prison is very tough. I mean, we were talking about prison this other time. I think it was the first episode when
Yeah.
we spoke about breaking the law, and then you said Cape Town.
Yeah.
And if you check, there's a documentary on Netflix about
Cape
jails
Town.
all
So-
around the world. Cape Town is like the worst you can be in.
But no, what country are we building then? If someone committed crime, why are they not going to jail
crime
like
center.
anyone else?
Because even now, I'm still stuck in between. Is it still true? Is it not true? Yeah, I get the house arrest, but
No, I'm not getting
So
it.
the
Now.
is it
30
true?
grand,
Is it not true?
is it what she has to pay to the couple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but-
And then she's going to be in the house.
Yeah.
30 grand. How long was this case?
Almost a year. If I remember vividly, it started
30
sometime
grand. Yeah,
early
look,
last year.
when I sue you,
Please, by all means.
I'm not going to sue you for 30 grand.
The 30 grand for me is very questionable. It
Yeah.
really
For
is
me,
questionable.
I added another zero. 300. Sue me.
Probably when they were typing, they missed the zero.
I'll
Or they
add
missed
another
two
zero as
zeros.
well.
Speaking of
On top
money,
of your zero.
3 million.
Hey, I'm in the business.
No, speaking of money, guys, y'all heard about Pearl Ntuli? What's that girl's name? The one who got 2.8 for was getting 2.8 for a radio show.
Before he corrects you,
What's
Please
her
say that
name
again.
also? No, check.
Penny.
Penny, yes. Penny
Penny.
Ntuli.
Emangnya, why? Re fitlhile bjang ko Pearl?
I just remember there's a
There's a
and then Ntuli guy.
just the
Yeah, so because she said that she
Gagasi.
was getting 770 rand per show, and then that's like once a week. When you add it up, is 2.8 or whatever.
2.8, yeah.
2 point something. I get it.
you get it.
You get it.
How
What am I
long is
gonna
how
do
long
with-
is a radio show? 1 hour,
3 hours.
3 hours.
It depends, but also it depends with the show. I mean, we went from a 2-hour slot to a 3-hour slot.
Yeah.
Other shows are still 2-hour slots. Others are just.
You get me what
yeah.
I'm saying?
So
Maybe
it,
they
it,
were
it,
like,
it really differs because others like 4 or 5. You know.
yeah,
5
770
hours.
per
I
hour.
think sure 5 hours.
It thing, yeah, 5 hours.
I never. Which
Yeah,
radio
it
station?
thing.
I
Yeah, it
never.
thing.
Back to you.
Ke ba lo le batlong phisa ke re e teng.
4
Ke tlo-
hours max.
ke
4
tlo-
hours
ke
max.
re ke tlo hira ya 5 hours. E re mpe.
Arta bona ka wena.
We're not
Yeah.
there. We're not there.
So, like 770 rand per hour is good if you have more hours, you know? But because your show, let's say a show is an hour, how do we work around that? Because not everyone can make 770 rand per hour.
Before we even dissect this, let me ask
Nope.
you guys. Let me ask you guys this question,
We'll come
right?
there. Yeah.
How long has Penny been with Gagasi FM?
I'm not sure, but couple of years. But
So this is not the first time that she's with the show, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is not a contract that she recently or she just newly signed, right?
yeah, so,
So for her to come out and complain right now, what was she earning before? Because what she was earning before compared to what she's about to earn now, it's just totally ridiculous.
okay, right. Just for context, so let me tell you how radio works, right? So you renew your contract every April.
Yeah.
So they can either let you go or they can either
Keep you.
move you around,
Yeah.
depending on the slot. So whether the context of the story, I think she was doing more shows than this time around. This radio season, she was offered one show on Sundays only, which results to 2.8 per month. But also, that's crap. That's bullshit.
But as a radio host,
Yeah.
you only work for a few hours in a day.
As a TV host, you only work for an hour. On a TV show, it lasts 3 hours, yet you earn a lot of money. So
Yes,
balance
it's
me.
visuals. I need to look good. I have a team. Yeah.
This voice is expensive. It deserves millions.
But it can be wearing pajamas. No one
Exactly
would
my
know.
point. But the fact that
So-
you have the whole entire country listening to
No,
you.
man. I just feel like in South Africa, anything you do in entertainment is always a side thing because they don't be paying. Like you could be working in entertainment every weekend, but Monday I'm celebrating because that money is not enough. Black people rip black people off.
Very true. But let me tell you something. I want to twist the coin a bit. So DJ Waras was actually rating around 2.8 per hour. That guy was working 5 days. So what do we have to say? Why is it that someone has to rate 2.8 per show while someone is rating 2.8 per hour?
How's the
Can
show
I-
doing?
Can I just
Is the
say
show good? Is there an audience?
She's big. I think I bumped into her profile when I was also doing a research. She's currently sitting on 1.5 million followers on Facebook only. I didn't check other platforms. I can only imagine.
I wanted to stalk her.
Yeah. No, you can.
But-
You can.
But like, guys, Instagram numbers don't mean anything.
no? That's Facebook. We're not in Instagram.
Check other platforms. I
Social
mentioned
media
Facebook.
numbers don't mean anything to the radio numbers. I can follow you, but I don't listen to radio.
Exactly. So there's one thing which is followers, and then also there's listeners. You know.
But also the fact that you have acquired such amount of followers, it simply means that you are a brand.
Of course, you're a
Respect
brand.
to the person.
Amongst other things, you know, it could be because of radio, it could be because of radio and other things that you also do as well. But then also, can I just bring it to you guys' attention as well, Lohori? Kaya Lala also left Gagasi FM.
Guys, one thing that I can tell you about this station is that there's so much drama going on. I don't know if you remember vividly, there was a guy that we actually interviewed on radio as well. He was complaining that they rejected one of the biggest songs in the
Songs in the
country,
country, I remember
right
that.
now. So that station has always been very dramatic. What are the numbers saying on social media,
Oh, 247 on Instagram.
on Insta?
But also when you give someone an offer, put yourself in their shoes. Like, Utletsanga 2.8.
What are you going to do with 2.8? That's the thing.
2.8 kaya petrol. Arbal lang ni, man. Kaya
Petrol,
petrol 2.80 euro.
a nice
And then
dinner
also
on
remember,
Sunday.
at the same time, we do radio, right? And also with being on radio, people are not just only listening to, oh, this is the Levitator and Magivano doing a show. They're also looking at who is Magivano, who is the Levitator. Because as soon as that show ends, there's people who still want to know more about, you know? And then they'll still come to my profile, see what I'm happening. And also when you get to my profile, I will put the station because I work for them. So also that is still traction for you as the station.
Exactly.
So 2.8, if I'm being honest, it might not even be enough for gas.
That's bullshit.
I
Bruh,
get, Lord,
you-
you guys want me to come there and do the show, but then also, can I just be respected as well?
Exactly.
Give me that 2.8 per episode
per hour.
per
hour, yes.
or whatever. Anyway, what's next?
So the conclusion is Gagasi FM is bullshitting her.
What I'm just
And
saying
by
is
the way,
that-
they're actually suing her because she disclosed the agreement to the public.
I mean,
Basile,
somebody had to do it.
NDAs are being used to hush people down.
All in the name of exploiting them. Yeah.
What do exploit? Speaking of exploitation and
So you want to
money,
tell me that some of the relationships that I had is because I signed an NDA, hence why I suffered like that?
you. Excuse me.
Do you
You
go around
are
signing-
not even kissing my ass if I have to sign an NDA to be with.
I mean, I'm not
Guys, you go around signing stuff and getting in relationships.
That's
weird.
I don't mean to be emotional, but NDAs.
I would pass away. NDA for what?
What kind of relationship is this one where you guys have to sign?
Oh, you don't just date regular people.
Huh?
You don't just date
I
regular
love
people.
regular show. Does that answer you?
No, guys, but like in like serious matters now, nah,
Yeah.
Drip is facing liquidation.
Drip, 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 drip.
How do you
I
guys
am
feel about that?
shocked.
Honestly speaking,
But
I
not
went to
surprised.
Lekau's Twitter page, and Lekau is fine despite
Yeah,
the
he's living.
20 million liquidation. He's fine. And also, there's like new ranges that are coming out from Drip, you know? So, because na literally heli itlisa taba e, then I was like, oh, he's probably must be going through a lot. Let me go and check. But I can check and he shows up
He's
at
living
work.
the life.
No, not that he's living the life. He shows up at
Liquidated,
work.
is that the right word?
Kio.
What do you mean, Kyo? Yeah, but according to the articles that I actually read, so there's a company, it's an advertising company. What is it
OT.
called? Yeah, so that company is actually taking him to court.
joking.
Yeah, confirm the name of the company.
I made that up.
But I think it's Open
You did?
something platform. A wide open platform. That's the name of the
Yes,
company. So they're
it's-
I
taking
blame
him to
the wing
court.
line.
Yeah?
It is the wing. Like,
They're taking him to court, yes, and he has to
But
pay.
black people are like that. I'm so sorry to cut you off. Like,
Yeah.
as black as I am, I dread working with other black people, especially when it comes to money.
in as much as it's building each other, but then also at the same time we need
True,
to look at
true.
the facts that are
Like-
really happening.
We say to Shudu, okay, 20 episode, let's get it in when we make money. Well, then 50 or whatever agreement
Whatever the
we
agreement,
decide.
yeah.
Other people won't pay that. They'll just be like, for my camera, shoot type shit, ne?
True.
We don't respect each other as people of color. It's so sad to see, because I also have that thing where I'm like, can you just do this for me? I will. One thing, but at least now I will pay you, But
Yeah.
for now, let's come to an agreement. You can cover the situation. What do you say? But like, even especially like for Drip, that man probably makes more than $1 million.
True, because the
month.
brand has been supported.
Exactly.
Brings me
So,
to
Yeah.
is
Hold
this
on,
20
hold
million?
on.
Le thotse la re, okay, wa itseng a re shebeng figure ka e latang e be etsa re bona le gore ke 20.
nah, it's ongoing. Advertising is ongoing. So my thing is, you're telling me, how na conscience yana ya gore
But
Ke
also
kolota
advertising,
batho.
it's hella
It's expensive.
It is expensive.
Hella
it's
expensive.
expensive. So at least 1 million
Uh,
for the next 20 months.
I get that,
something.
but I just have to disagree when you say conscience, because in business, is there such a thing? Think in
There's
business.
ethics.
In business is all
Business
about.
is selfish.
Besides being selfish, business is all about deliverables. You know,
Yeah.
if we agree that I'm gonna do this for you, and you agree that this is what I want you to do for me,
This is
then
what I
at the
want.
end of the day, nka se o shebe a fetsa ke re, ai mara itse ke nka bona nkare wa sokolanyana, e re ke tlise ko fatshe." That's just not how business works.
Yeah. Hence I'm saying businesses are very selfish, if
But
we're being
then
honest.
this is a lesson for also young people in the industry, in business and whatnot. Know your story. You know, have solid agreements, have some business ethics within you, and do the right thing.
Business ethics. Love it.
And what I love about what you just said, and what I love about what I'm about to say, is because I heard this phenomenal woman. I don't think there's any women in
Is it
this
me?
world.
Okay, sorry.
You know, I've resoluted to never lie anymore. But you know what? I just want to make you feel better because you're wearing black, ne? And like, because I'm not wearing black, I feel sorry for you. So,
Thank you.
no,
I'm a star.
you are not the woman I'm talking about. You are not the woman I'm talking about. Unfortunately, you are Jolene.
Okay.
I'm sorry to bring that.
Hated. By the way, I don't like that album. But continue.
But what she said is that she is very selfish with herself, and I felt that, you know. It, as a person, you need to stop empathizing a lot, and that's something I had to learn the hard way. I always empathize and I always make excuses for people, even when I'm not supposed to. But then at the end of the day, I need to look at the person in the mirror, because at the end of the day, that's who I get to live with. If I'm stressed, it's self-inflicted, you know.
Very true.
So you just, as a person in general, you just need to be very, very, very certain as to what you get yourself into. If you don't understand a contract, you can always revert to other people so that they can check and give you
assist.
like feedback that is very
Feedback as well, yeah.
constructive. So with what's happening with Drip, Abanangjo, I'm not phased by this, because like I told you, now when I went to Twitter, I know Lohor, sometimes you can give people what they expect to see, but then at the same time, there's reality of things.
True,
You know,
true.
20 million is not just small money.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not. It's not.
I'm waiting for my net worth to be 20 billion.
It's
I
true.
hope I get there. I really
It's
do.
true.
But
It's
then
true.
that's
It's
that.
true.
That's that. What I want to get into is, but no, it's not time for us to go to America yet, is it?
Do you have something to add?
No, I'm good. I'm good. They just have to do the right thing. I mean, we spoke about business ethics. I mean, that's the most important thing, right?
Also, can we just acknowledge this man's story, how he started the business, how he was before he even started the business?
But what's there to acknowledge? And I'm not being mean, right?
You
My
are.
chat
You
here
are.
is no.
You
Don't be
really,
that
really
person.
are.
Listen,
And mean has
Let me
4
cook.
letters.
Let me
Mean
cook.
has 4 letters. Hate also has 4 letters.
And so
But
does
you know-
love.
Cook.
Huh?
So does love.
Love is the opposite of what I'm talking about.
Let me cook. If really he had a big dream, right?
Yeah.
He could have started somewhere.
Yeah. And he
You can't
did.
really go out there and make debts that you know very well that you're not gonna handle.
Yeah.
The brand, yes, beautiful, South African.
And
A
it
lot
also
of
has
people are
4
supporting.
letters. Drip has 4 letters.
Yeah, a lot of people are supporting it.
Yeah.
But also, we always say live within your means. And we're not disputing the fact that he had big dreams. But you can't get yourself into.
You don't.
situations-
You don't get yourself into those things. Sometimes we can start off like this, and then we get charged to have the studio,
My point exactly.
and then we get bigger. Suddenly, it's 10,000
it's
per hour.
more, So
Get what I'm saying? So those numbers,
Yeah.
if we had done that sort of ad, it would have been like 500 to a million,
Yeah.
whatever the ad is. But because this is a brand and it has numbers, the price goes up. Entertainment.
But also, you can
You can't always start
shop
at fi-
around for service providers. If, for example, you are saying tomorrow, okay, fine, no longer 10,000, but 50,000. You can, as long as you know that you are not well ready to pay 50,000, surely there should be someone who's doing the same service that you are providing.
Sometimes give Ratlakana, Rabua, this is what we're going to do. And then we discuss the price after. Those.
But that should never be the conversation. It goes back to business ethics.
I don't want to go to Google, but I remember this at the back of my head, right?
Yeah.
Business has a life cycle. It
Yes.
has a life cycle. And as a person that's like venturing into business, you need to realize that we have SMEs, right? Small, medium enterprise,
Take us to books.
No, man, I'm not taking you guys to books, but I'm just saying we have that, And in as much as you start with 500, at the end of the day, if we look at you today, you are from 500 to a million, right?
Yeah.
So the work is no longer the same. If Merko Komunyani, sharp, let's deal with what we have right now. But if your business is growing, you need to realize that there's more work here, which means we gotta get more people to be involved because you can't just handle this by yourself, right?
Can I make an
Very true.
example?
Yeah.
In the music space. Right now, I'm being charged a certain amount to mix and master my songs.
Yeah.
This person mixed and masters Aries' songs.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
That entire project.
This is not an example, right? The same person who's mastering your music is
Yeah.
okay. It's
Right?
true. I love
And then
Oh my god, you just look so serious. I'm trying to take
it.
yeah.
I tried to
School
tell
us.
you today. Don't you see today?
Cook, Gagasi.
So the price is not the same for Reese.
Absolutely.
Maybe let's say I'm paying $2,000. He's paying 12. Not because it's anything different from, because when you're mixing music, it's the same shit. Vocals, mixing, beat, mixing, whatever.
Yeah.
But because he's A. Reese, he's not getting it for $2,000.
But now I'll always shop around. Hey, one thing that I love about myself is that I love having variety of options because you need to understand that the type of business that you are operating in. Right?
Hold my hand because what I'm about to say to him, guys, I promise I'm a nice person.
Okay, right.
Defend yourself.
Let me prepare my ping pong then.
No, like
Back to sender.
I understand why you like to shop around because you've been in Joburg for a long time.
Oh my god.
You have different corners that you can like go and shop around. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I shop around too. One thing I don't
You
like
need to.
is being.
I'm not saying I don't, but I'm just saying, Lord, I grab
So you come in for me.
No, I draw inspiration from
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
because, boy, now
But
when
also, who said I shop in Joburg because
Yo, Mutima.
I rock designer clothes.
I said because you stayed in Joburg for a long time.
But I've also been
That's-
rocking designer clothes for a very long time. So
Okay, why are we
what
talking about
time
clothes
frame-
now? No,
what time frame are you referring to?
You said shop around because we're talking about music and mastering music. And by shop around, I mean you can literally go to the next building and find somebody who does the same thing as the person who overcharged you. You
Yeah.
can just get the price and then be like, I know another corner. Let me go to that corner. If it's not gonna end. We are not taking it there. But all I'm just saying is that
Yeah, yeah.
I agree with what you both are saying, because we have different people who render the same services, but then they're not rendering them at the same rate.
At the same rate,
I will
yeah.
always go for the lowest if I can see that the quality is
Is-
giving what the person who's
yeah.
overcharging me.
Very
'Cause
true.
I hate being overcharged. I don't like being charged based off my appearance.
Yeah.
Nah, just because I look like money or you smell me
Mara
before
jo,
I
o re fa bo
come.
Arabo
It's
today,
true.
and
Ne?
bo Arabo ba
Yeah,
ko
yeah.
Dubai.
So it's like for instance, I just need to say, I love everybody in this world. Ne?
Yeah.
But our brothers and sisters, like the way they charging us for like Manala, imagine like paying $1,000 for nails.
You pay $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Pay
Not
$1,000
you
for
pretending
nails.
to be shocked.
I'm shocked. Are they
But
not
to
Even
buy
supposed
it-
500, even 200 is a lot.
I get
200
nails.
is enough.
No, thing is, I look at certain things
Yeah.
ne, as someone oratan quality, right?
Yeah.
So I come to your nail salon, I'm seeing powder ya 50 rand, liquid ya thing, ekana ya 5 liter for 30 rand. Everything is very cheap to get.
Yeah.
And labor cannot be for like 400% more than the thingy.
But doesn't
Right.
it
Then I
depend
get
on
it.
the skill as well?
Exactly, because
No,
it's not
even with-
everybody who knows how to do
No.
what that
Even
person
with
is
the
doing.
skill,
Yeah.
some careers are not meant to make millionaires like that. You can't, for instance, laying a wig. Ne? So this glue, I'm sure Bato spray 4.
Jobo, you know,
Yeah.
Ne? 4 times glue nyana dots, you know,
and then melting band.
looking at the
Style.
products that they use. Even 100 rand is a
But
lot.
labor. Okay.
Ne? Even if it was 100 rand for that.
Yeah.
Because the glue ke 100 rand, the spray ke 200 or 300. You can't, like, it's that business ethic thing where not everyone knows it, not everyone understands it. Everyone just wants to make profit real quick. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, even with the skill, even with the labor, regardless of how good you are, some things just don't make sense. Why am I paying 500 for you to glue a wig on? Nah?
But why
And
did
then
you not
Gamuso
do it
it
for
goes-
yourself?
Yeah?
Why did you not do it for
Because there are
yourself?
people who can do it.
Yeah, and
Yes,
sometimes
and
you
you
don't
have to
have the
pay.
sometimes you don't have the time to like
no,
do
you
it
need
yourself.
to create
But
time.
then
No,
Also,
also,
wanna look
let's hear him
beautiful.
out. Let's hear him out.
If you want to look beautiful, you will create time. If you can create time, you're going to pay.
Hi, Lasty. Gift to put glue on someone's forehead for 500
Okay.
for something that's going to come out tomorrow or the day after.
Okay, so are you saying there's different kinds of glues?
No. Nick.
No,
yes,
I'm
say
trying to
that. Say
understand.
nigga. Say it. Say it.
I'm trying to
it's-
understand.
No, it's not about the type of glues. I don't even know why I made
Okay,
that
right.
example,
Okay, fine.
yeah?
If it's
So-
not about that,
It's about
Why are
just
you
not
overcharging
being
for
reasonable. It's overcharging. It's
nah,
overcharging.
labor's
If-
expensive.
Can I-
If you go
if
for
it-
form, you
look,
expect 100,000.
No, if I
Let
make
the
this
other
cup,
people charge.
if it costs me 3 rand to make this cup,
Yeah,
why am I selling it for 20 rand?
because I want to make money. I'm in the business
Everyone
of
wants to
making
make
money.
money, but ethics, that's the thing. Ethics. There are no ethics in South Africa, more especially from
world.
people outside of the country coming in. No ethics. It pisses me off. I don't want to lie to you. Hulwetsa moropoto. What's about moropoto again?
Yeah, I know.
Cornrows with your hair.
Moloho
Wa
Setswana.
tlhaloganya?
Yeah.
Ke
Let me
eng?
refill. I'm coming. Continue.
Moropoto.
Can I just say
200 into 50 rand.
it saddens me to see two black people fighting. Literally, I mean that.
I hate you.
But I really do get what she's saying, right? And the answer is very simple. Perception. Perception. I have grown up being told the same thing. Oh no, quantity over quality and that is perception. That is really perception because people believe, Lohori, if you buy something expensive, it's gonna last. Why? Because it's expensive
And it's
over
you're
something that is
assuming it's
cheaper.
quality.
You know? Hence why I'm saying, Lord, it's perception. In most cases, yes, that does apply. But when it comes to nails, I will tell you now, when it comes to nails and hair, last year, December, I got a cute little bob, right?
Yeah.
I got different codes on how much an installation and a pre-plug would cost, right? One person told me, Lohore, ke tla go install with a pre-plugging for 2.5.
Good.
I'm like, we can get it for 2.5, but this week I literally got it for less than 2,000. It's a very
Do it for yourself.
it's a very short
then.
wait. It's a very short wait. Before we get to do it yourself, remember, I've never pre-plugged a week before.
Azange ubale business ever in your life when.
No, I have. Business is
Fates.
selfish.
Or fates.
It didn't fail. Business is selfish.
And to me, that just felt very,
Business
very
is selfish.
ridiculous. Because when I went to the next person who does an amazing work, the person was like, "Ijo, itla moment. And then that person did it, and then I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna give you like 1,000 because I really appreciate your work. Really. Because you didn't have to do much. You just pre-plugging the front, which is just like literally gonna take you 10 minutes, if less.
You know what I love about this
And
conversation?
then when it comes to installing,
I wanna beat you up.
listen, when it comes to installing, I'm not gonna lie, I know how to install a wig myself.
Yeah.
You know, just like
Why
how
did you not do it yourself then?
I'm talking, I can like work at pre-plugging.
Yeah.
I've never done that before because I've never owned a wig before.
YouTube is there for a reason.
Hence, I'm saying, Lord, the reason why I know how to install a wig is because of YouTube. The reason why I know how to do makeup the way that I know how to do makeup is because of YouTube. Some things you just learn to do them yourselves. But there will be times whereby I won't have time. Either I will be tired or I just don't have time to do it myself. And the
Then
best thing I
pay.
can do is just to get somebody to come and do it for me.
And
But then also
pay.
at the same time, I'm not going to be naive to the fact that I need somebody to come do it for me. And then muthathu ndira makeup ka 5,000.
Doesn't
Lord,
make
ke hafa.
sense.
Guys, you
That's
are
fine, yeah.
building brands. So
Yes, we are building brands. Hence why I'm telling you, Lohore, sometimes people get fooled by perception. Just because something is expensive does not always mean that it's good for you.
No, sometimes something is expensive because the owner for that business know their target market. Whether go to one thing, utaka 500,
Hence why-
when I'm
hence
charging
why Oga said
5,000.
it
Let
Totally.
me tell you, even that target market, the owner when they started were not that target
They
market.
were not. They really
My
were not.
chat is have some ethics in you.
But also know when to respect your
I
brand.
guarantee you, when if you cut yourself, if do it yourself, what? Imagine you go do a
No,
haircut.
before you even get there, YouTube is there. Why aren't you cutting your own hair?
Well, I don't mind paying.
Because it's cheap. Cutting hair is cheap.
It's not. It's not. Where I
Vele,
cut
it is cheap
specifically,
because
I was with your friend.
You kid.
And the fact that your friend is the biggest superstar in the country, that salon can be cheap. So, Nje,
It's cheap.
it's not.
Did you guys
Yeah,
pay
but some-
thousands?
Where I
Did you
cut.
guys pay like
Where
500
I
or?
cut. Where I cut.
Wait, what about Taka?
Guys,
Do you know who
what's
I
next?
am?
What's
Do
next?
you know?
What's next?
Do you know
is
who I am?
that people need to stop. Like, I just feel like as good as social media is, it has set a lot of unrealistic standards.
Exactly.
And because of that,
Yeah.
you get more exposure. And because of that, people are now chasing this certain lifestyle. And as South Africans, maybe we are lazy, I don't know. But as South Africans, we'll just pay njengoba. You know, even with the overpricing of things, is because they, overseas in America, the people from outside overcharge the Americans.
They do.
And then we see it from here and like, oh, that's how it's actually supposed to be. If you're overcharging people, I hate you. See, right now, I didn't do my nails
Yeah.
because the person, every time someone does my nails, I get overcharged. I don't expect a mistake for this amount that I'm paying.
It
That you
better
pay.
look like it grew from.
And then I will see, like, okay, first of all, my cuticles were not cut. South African nail techs don't do that. Where they just put your cuticle and they start doing your nails. They don't do nail care.
no primer.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at
Okay.
a lot of things and I'm like, you know what? This is why I'll just go to the white people and do my shit. Because I know the products that they use. You can't charge me 1,000 to do my nails and you use a bling girl. Get 35 rand.
Okay,
But
no,
how
so
much,
it's also
how
get-
much do you pay?
Okay, guys,
no,
I'm
we're gonna
really
level
hurt.
bling
I'm
girl,
really
Little
hurt.
Planet nails. But I
Yeah,
think
let's
above
move
all,
on.
just to close that, no way to shop. Literally, just no way to shop.
No
just
way
because,
to shop. I
just
love
because,
it. I love it.
just because you're
Issue.
overcharging here, nka se tlo ema mo fetsa ke re ejo setšhaba e tlang kaofela a re toitoyeng motho wa hafa o. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, sure, ka. Hey, fitla gada, okay, you do the same thing as that person, but this is reasonable for me to actually pay for it.
As long as
I
it's
will do
quality.
that.
Because how
know where to
fitla,
shop.
sorry, because how fitla mo even you can see that, okay, no man. Mo khantle ke patela rente, ke patela metsi, everything that I'm seeing is being charged in my nails.
Like,
but anyway,
I don't mind paying ridiculous amounts if when I enter there, I'm gonna feel like money. I get about the so make me feel like money that I'm gonna give you.
maybe there should be a rule that you can't start a business without the qualification, so you can get some fucking business ethics. But
Sure.
anyway, speaking of
Educor.
education,
Educor. Educor.
Educor. How do we pronounce it, Bill?
Educor.
Educor. I don't know,
Educor.
but they say here the Department of Higher Education canceled the registrations of colleges owned by Educor, which was Damlin City Varsity.
Yeah.
Just those two.
No,
No,
there's
there's-
others.
there's
as well.
others.
There's others as well.
So
yeah,
the
couple of them.
reason why they have decided to do that is because they have failed to provide financial statements from the previous years, and also I think there was issues with paying SARS as
Yeah.
well. So a lot of fraudulent financial things have been happening.
lemai.
That
SARS is always here.
Ko bomang.
Babana, one thing that we need to know in South Africa is that we need to respect SARS because when it comes,
But
it comes. But yeah,
even with this
it really
edu thing,
does come.
SARS, I don't really give a fuck because I don't know anything about taxes because that is not part of the education things that matter are not in the curriculum.
Exactly.
That's
I
what
was
I
about
wanted
to
to
get
talk
into
about.
that. Financial literacy is actually supposed to be taught from primary school. I don't care about high school. High school turns to the exam guy and the prelims and stuff. But started from primary school. The reason
with
why
you.
the society is struggling the way it is struggling is because they literally had to look at how am I going to financially survive outside of school. You go to primary school. High school, high school, the best thing that they're going to offer you is like EMS because grade 10, you need to choose your streams. And if I chose science, then it means that I can't do economics and other
At
things and
all.
accounting.
but who's
right?
supposed to teach you? Your parents or the teachers at school?
Let's get to who decided to deregister Educor. Those people are the ones that are actually supposed to be the ones to introduce that curriculum from primary school. Because if you guys o spend that
True,
young
true.
chelete, how do you expect lor ngwana a kgone ho spend chelete mo le setsa lo moholo?
That's why you can give a poor person $1 million now. They're not going to flip it.
Multiply it.
They're not going to flip it. They're
Yeah.
going to be broke again because of the lack of financial literacy.
But goddamn, what then do we say about the students that are registered with those colleges? What happens to them? Because when I read the story, that was my biggest concern to say.
You're so empathetic.
Can I say this? Right?
Your qualification is pathetic, basically. Is it what they say?
No, it's not pathetic. They are deregistering, which means that before that it was registered. So the qualification that you get, it is accredited, right? So right now, by deregistering it, if you can decide to go and register and then you get your qualification, Molohor, it is deregistered, then your qualification is just as good as null and void because
True.
it's
But
not
then
recognized, right?
what happens to the money that they've paid? That's my question.
No, Baba Patitsing, they paid because it was still registered. The
Yeah.
issue now becomes now when it is deregistered.
That's where I'm at. Yes.
You know, and we have, unfortunately, this is just very unfortunate. We don't have a lot of tertiaries here. And ntho e mborang ko hore le busy mo le dira di-stats le million le trillion le gazillion.
But no one is deciding to ration
But
out.
when an individual goes to look for work, the first thing they're being asked to provide is, are you educated? First, metric.
True.
Second, qualification. Do you have a higher
Third,
qualification and all of that? But then also, are we taking into account that the fortunate ones who are able to register to varsity can study, but what about the number? And I'm not talking about a small, a chunk load of number of
That's a
people
chunk.
that are at home. They can't do anything. The best thing that they can do, go hore, like something pusha while I wait to
Yeah.
be accepted to varsity.
But even when they do that, they get jobs and they pay them 2.8.
No, you get jobs, but the jobs that you're getting, they are not
I see what
aligned.
you did there. Ashi.
Oh wow! Did we have to take it to Gagasi? But you get qualified, but the job that you get does not align with your qualification. So, kind of feel like we need to go back to the drawing board if we're being honest. Like at
Yeah.
Ultra Sharp, they failed to provide financial stuff, and but I kind of feel like right now, if more than ever, this is the chance for people to actually wake up and see what it is that is happening out here.
But are they gonna refund the students so that they can go register somewhere where the institutions are registered with the higher institution of learning?
The sad thing is that even if they do refund them, most varsities right now, they have registered, they've completed the registering process. School has started. So they don't have anywhere else to go unless if there's a late application that is open somewhere.
But also, we all know that a lot of people that go to college don't qualify for university. Let's be fair.
No, I get that.
So
But it's
varsity
still,
out of the
Guys,
window.
Demlin has always been a red flag. Red flag. From like 3 years ago, when
Where-
it was shutting down or something.
Let me tell you
Nancy-
something about colleges. I'm sorry to disturb you. Let me tell you something about colleges in Joburg, right? He did say that I've lived, for the longest time
you
in
actually
Joburg.
still stay
What
where
happens is
Demelin
that
is.
today is Damelin, tomorrow you come back, it's a salon. They've moved. That's what happens with a lot of colleges
I
in
mean,
Joburg.
I've seen a school go from MGI, Mid-Range Graduate Institute.
Yeah, what happened to that institution?
Wait, it changed to Eduvos. And right now, when I pause there to go to work, Eduvos is no longer Eduvos. It's now a primary school. And then across the
Eduvos
street...
is a primary school.
Yeah. So it's a primary
I
school. And then
remember that
across the street,
institution.
it is a varsity. And the varsity has also changed from being Eduvos to something like...
It's so crazy how everything is actually a business if you think about it.
No, it's
Like everything
I mean,
is a
if we're
business.
being honest,
Schools,
yeah.
hospitals,
Speaking
police.
of business, so I don't know if you guys want to talk about DD before we get into like the last.
No. I want to talk about the Metro FM awards going
Oh,
to
no.
It's
Mpumalanga.
It's true. Yeah.
What does that even mean? Where were they initially? Can this mosquito stop? I know I'm a snack.
It's true. Let me
looks
tell you
like
something
a
quick,
spine.
right? Metro FM Awards.
Yeah.
Obviously, they took place for the longest time. They stopped for some time. When they came back, their first comeback was in Mpumalanga. But the awards looked trashy as fuck. And I'll tell you why, right? I'm watching on TV. Yeah, my big screen. I'm expecting class.
Emphasis on the
Understand?
big screen.
Exactly my point. I'm expecting class. And guess what I'm seeing on TV? Metro FM Awards. There's a black carpet. Then there's a banner. In between the black carpet and the banner, one a pavement. And I'm like, are these the awards that we're really producing in the country that has... Exactly. My thing is,
Wait,
are
you
these
know
the awards...
right?
Something better.
Just
Are these the awards that we are producing in the country? And are these commercial awards?
So, Manje, are you worried that them going back to Mpumalanga is going to result in the same thing?
Yes, I think I stand to be corrected, but what I read is they're going back to Mbombela Stadium, which is the same venue that they hosted at the awards last year. And I'm like, respect us, Claire.
Can you
Like
just-
South African artists are doing absolutely amazing internationally. I mean, we should
Even nationally.
exactly we should
thank you.
set
Can
our
I just stop you there, right?
our standards high. Yes,
Our South African artists are doing amazing internationally, and if I may paint a picture for you, when those awards get aired, they get aired in the early AMs, and guess what? A lot of South Africans are up because they want to catch a glimpse of that because they enjoy seeing that the
not
production.
in the AMs Metro.
No, I'm talking about international.
Oh,
awards. The
international.
reason
Yeah,
why
yeah.
they
Okay,
stay up
okay.
is because
Yeah.
they know the production and everything is going to be on par.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember the last time I actually sat at my house
And
and watched South African
Same.
awards.
Any awards.
Any
Be it
awards.
Summer,
Because
Saha.
I do watch them because I believe in
I
our
don't
country
even know
so much.
when they play. But
Maybe
what I
give me
do
something that'll
know,
really make me believe because heki shebile nkare sa ithuta ho ira di awards. Why?
That's my thing.
guys, badlala ne? They're just joking, right? Let's focus on the nominees. Song of the year.
Re dlala kang?
Badlala.
Yeah.
All views on this show do not represent the company. Getting disclaimer.
No, I'm being honest though. I'm being honest. Like I love South
Nominees?
Africa and I would love to give it a fair chance. But
Yeah.
then each and every time when I watch the awards, it's just like
It's gonna get better,
But when though? We're in 2024.
especially now.
Technology is
Once
at the
the
peak.
old black and white people move, you're gonna see. Because
the
imagine if
views
young people
in
would
this
be in
channel
charge.
do not represent us in
Danko.
any way. All the comments that
any
were
views
made,
and comments do
they are
not
forbidden.
represent the company. They represent the people who say it. I ain't say shit.
Nah, we've been
So-
But
honest.
imagine, guys, being against Tyler on any genre.
Sure.
No, you can't, because if you're Tyler, you can hold a Grammy and just take it away from the minister and just be like,
What the heck?
I mean, if you are Tyler, you can always get a card with flowers from Beyonce.
Excuse me. Like,
Sure.
guys, when Jesus says yes,
Nobody can say no.
Tyler.
and Beyonce's still there as well.
Sure.
Hey, guys. So
Yeah,
anyway, we have "As Good Is Nice" by Ntuli and the musical chef.
Is it part of the
Ay, 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 ay,
Song of
ay,
the Year?
This is the part where we
Song
sing
of
it's
the Year.
hot.
Is it hot?
It's
No
hot
cap.
for me.
It's
hot
hot.
for me.
No cap. Hey, COVID.
How do you feel? Nkare
You don't
so.
like "As Good Is Nice"?
It's a very nice song.
Have you ever heard chaotic mix? "As Good Is Nice" with "As Good Is Nice"?
Nah.
Oh
Chaotic
my
is
God.
I
just-
would literally listen to
You
it
had to
because it's
mention him. I
chaotic
didn't want to
day, but-
mention him.
Oh,
it's fine.
No, like
he's a good DJ. I like him.
all I'm
Shem.
just
Nah,
saying is that
he's
I
a
would
dope
listen to
one.
it because Chaotic is playing it. But then, you played it on radio.
No,
you
no, no.
even
Okay,
selected it
let's
for
do
music
this.
overdose.
Let's go back to the first time you heard the song, right? Or
Got you.
Because now, obviously, now they are tena, you know.
It's not Dardena. It's
Nah,
just
yeah,
like
It's hot
Dana.
for me.
No. The song is nice. At first, I didn't get it. I actually used to not like it at all.
I loved it from the get-go. Beautiful song. I'm rooting for it.
Okay,
It's a beautiful song.
and then next one is Dlala Thukzin. Iplan. I feel like I'm announcing the winners. Dlala Thukzin, Iplan, Zaba, and Sykes. No cap, no cap, no cap.
Love
That
this
song
song.
had
Hard.
me in a
It's not hot. I
chokehold.
tried listening to it. You introduced me to the song. It's not hot for
Do you
me.
want to
up
know
until
why?
today.
Because you were
It's
never
not.
in love. Like, the reason why I fell in love with
I
this
don't wanna
song is
lie to you, I've
because
never.
I had to witness my sister and her boyfriend looking at each other singing that song
Mm.
in an event. But
As long as we love each other.
And that,
It's probably a language
Zero for me,
barrier.
Shem. Yeah,
Ke
let's.
Motswana. I want to beat you up.
you have my full permission.
And then the next one, I don't know it. Maybe I do know it.
Yeah,
the
skip.
names, it's Oscar Mbo and
Yes,
KG
God.
Smalls.
Yes, God. Yes.
Yes,
It's a
God.
hot for
Which
me.
one
Yes.
is that one?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, that song. Very
Boom,
beautiful song.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
No cap, no cap, no cap.
Yeah.
And then we have Horns in the Sun, DJ Kent.
Yes, Leona.
It's a beautiful song.
Yo.
Yeah.
No cap, that song is hard. I wish I was a Yano's artist. I would be eating right now. Next one is Imitandazo.
Woo! Woo!
Izwa Imitandazo yabantwana bakho.
Hot.
Next
hot,
one. And I think the only girl.
Make me sweat.
Tyler Water.
Tyler.
Make me harder.
Who do you
Guys,
think will win before we close the show
Tyler.
quickly? Song of the year. Who do you think will win this
Wait,
category?
it's not done. It's not done. Wait. And then there's also
But our
Mnige.
time is up.
No, don't worry about it.
Nike.
We got you. Mnige, Nike,
Yeah.
and Dali.
Dali. Okay, right.
And then the last
so-
one is Masitogoze. Guys, go bali voting.
Imo. I'd go for Imo anytime.
Shudi,
dog.
what would you go for?
Imo is.
She does not listen to music.
Crazy. I don't know. I just think whoever wins it deserves it. This has been 2023, 2024. Has
Yeah.
been a brilliant, awesome, amazing year for South African music.
True.
Like,
Internationally as
Can I
well.
just-
we are
Can I just
inside.
one thing? Can I just like a minute?
Mm.
Thank you. Guys, this is how we're
Yeah.
gonna close up the show. I know I've been nice to you guys. I know that I love you guys to bits, but I'm gonna make this as very, very fair as possible because I just feel like you guys deserve it from me.
Okay.
So this one I call it I would rather.
I'd rather.
I would rather.
Okay.
And I'm
okay.
gonna start with you because you're wearing black, and the first one is just amazing.
Sure.
I would rather walk in public after shitting myself or walk in public with a green and yellow snot.
What is a snot? Let's say that.
Limina.
Yeah, limina. Yeah.
Ifinyela.
I'd rather do a snot than to shit on myself. The smell. Goddamn, what the
So
fuck?
you'd rather have.
Don't
Yeah.
forget that has kakela or
The
some shit like that.
smell.
Got
Nice
the
to
ifinyela.
masame.
I'd rather have lifinyela because
Exactly.
if someone's like,
A
oh,
snot.
lifinyela, I can be like,
Exactly.
"Alasepa."
I'm
You can't
pretty.
even get into a taxi. You can't even get into any car.
I
Because
would rather finish a bottle of cologne and say tshela ko maraong le hore o ska nkgata
Knowing
mara
very
le
well that you
mmina.
shit on
Oh my
yourself. Hell
god,
no.
nothing is worse than motho o nke video la mona moshimane o montle yang. O
But at least,
zingele.
but like because at the end of the day, I can always change the narrative. The second one,
Limit, come on,
it
get me.
comes to you.
Nah.
I would rather walk into my parents doing the deed or them walk into me doing the deed.
First of
Is
all,
it for
my
hair or-
parents are not
okay,
together. My parents are not together, so
In an ideal world.
in an ideal world,
Yeah.
I'd rather walk in on them. Oh damn, daddy! You got the clapping them cheeks. No, gadala.
What? So you would.
But there's nothing more disturbing than the sight of your mom throwing it back.
No, I'd rather have my parents seeing me than to see
Oh,
them.
hell no. I don't
Hell
want them to know
no.
the raised a freak.
Hell no.
I just hate that my family watches this a lot. But I
They
mean,
can rather know that I love
nah,
dog style.
I would rather see them so that I can be like, oh, that's where I got it from. Anyway, third one.
Shit.
I would rather go on about my day without bathing for 3 months or go on about my day without brushing my teeth for 3 months. That's you.
I'd rather go on for 3 months without bathing. I'm very sensitive when coming to.
Not the cigarette smoker saying that.
But my thing is, I never, guys.
Cigarette smokers can't smell their breath.
Exactly, but
They
my
can't.
thing is,
Only
if you
we
didn't
can.
brush, but if you didn't brush your hair, there's always
You
you
brush
know,
your hair,
not brush your hair, your teeth rather. There's always some white stuff going on in your mouth. The next thing you have to face people. I'd rather smell a cigarette than for you to see all white stuff in my mouth. Hell, the
I
fucking
just
no.
hate the fact that you guys don't carry like small mouthwash or
chappies.
or even mints. But anyway, third and last one. This one is for you. Never ever have sex for the rest of my life or never have a companion for the rest of my life.
Luckily for me, this is very easy. Not have sex because I am not a very sexual person.
Yeah.
I know it's very weird.
No matter what, sex
it's-
I botlhokwa, man.
it's
Like
better
you can
to have
actually
a
do away with it.
Never.
But you can
Forever.
beat your meat. Imagine you're always having sex, but you're lonely.
You don't even
rather
get-
have someone and beat your meat.
I'd rather
You
have
don't even
sex
do that.
than to be lonely.
You don't even do that.
No, they're
Like,
saying would you rather have sex for
you would
what?
rather
For the
never
rest of
ever
your
have sex
life
for the rest
or-
of your life
for the
or
rest of my
never?
life or thingy. I think it's easy for me to choose the companion one because I was a late bloomer. Like I wasn't a kid who got my cheeks clapped and I'm out here. Nah, like only after high school. There later that's when and it was terrible. Oh child.
Preñacos for me, please. Yeah, let's get out of here. Preñacos for me, guys.
Everybody at home, stay away. Yay, ke re nnela nkwa ko gole.
It's batho.
Bona. Ntuli I worth it. Like I
Anyway,
can understand
guys.
le gore why e le teng.
Don't forget
Why
to like,
a re
share,
tlhoke. Let's come
subscribe,
bora.
comment. As you can see, they're going crazy. Artist of the year is going to be Tyler. Not ICU, but I see you too, bro. Know what I'm saying?
Let's get out of here. Wait, classes, guys. Wait, classes.
Mine is empty.
It's empty, but.
Once again, you guys made me drunk. So I did it to myself by myself.
Ke re refrain from sexual activity. Letla ntebo Hashem.
I never. Sex all the way,
Let's
guys.
say batho.
We out of
Let's
here.
go ahead. Look anyala. Don't.
Don't.
Ah!